I'm not 22 trying to figure out life. I'm 47 with lived experience. I've raised a family. I've worked. I've paid the mortgage. I've carried the weight. So when I say it's not too late, I mean it. I don't regret starting now. This is my time. For years, I've lived the cycle. Work, pay bills, repeat. Work harder, bills get bigger. Finally breathe, it costs more. And somewhere in that cycle, life starts feeling transactional. You give your time, you give your energy, you give your youth. And at the end you ask, what did I actually keep? I'm not saying the US is evil. I'm saying the pace and the cost of this life don't align with what my soul wants anymore. This isn't about escaping a country. It's about reclaiming agency. The system feels suffocating when your expenses dictate your freedom, your job dictates your time, and fear dictates your decisions. I don't want my life dictated by fear and bills. I've done the grind. And while driving to work, I used to think, there has to be another way. Not to burn the system down, not to move countries blindly, but to stop being owned by consumption, because that's the culture. Upgrade, replace, buy, swipe, finance, repeat. And we don't even realize how much pressure comes from that cycle. So I started somewhere simple. Not by buying land, but by thinking differently. Order your consumption, not your income. Reduce before you relocate. Peace doesn't start in another country. It starts in discipline. When I consume less, I didn't just save money. I unlocked clarity. Clarity showed me freedom isn't about earning more. It's about needing less. Faith carried me when logic couldn't. Every time I send money towards this build, I'm saying, God, I don't see how this finishes, but you do. That's blind faith, uncomfortable faith, real faith. Gratitude shifted me from I don't have enough to look at what I've already been given. And when your posture changes, your perspective changes. And when your perspective changes, your decisions change. That's freedom. I'm not chasing luxury. I'm chasing peace. Because without peace, nothing else matters. You can have money and no peace, success and no peace, a house and no peace, and your body carries it. Your nervous system never rests. Peace is being able to live in the present without constant worry about tomorrow. The Bible says, don't worry about tomorrow. Yeah, most of us live worried 24/7. Job security, groceries, bills, safety. That's the weight of modern life. What I'm building isn't just a house in DR. I'm building an environment that protects my nervous system, that protects my marriage, that protects my spirit. Yes, I'm anxious. I'm 47, a mother with sons here, with debt, building internationally, still working. That's not recklessness. That's stepping outside comfort while carrying responsibilities. The anxiety isn't regret, it's uncertainty. And uncertainty is the cost of faith. If I wasn't building, the debt will still exist. The difference is, now the debt is attached to something meaningful. I'm not building because it's easy. I'm building because not trying will sit in my chest for the rest of my life. Regret is heavier than risk. This didn't start as a master plan. My husband went to DR to visit his mother. No blueprint, no strategy, just a conversation in his campo. A piece of land, too expensive, discouragement. Then his padrino said, I have land. When I saw it, there were no roads, no electricity, no water. You had to walk to get there. I stood there thinking, how do you even begin? Then I looked up and I saw the mountains. The impossibility felt peaceful. The fear didn't disappear. When we flew home, we weren't escaping anything. We were protecting our peace. We're not chasing a bigger life. We're choosing a slower one. More dinners together. More laughter. More presence. More family time. Because when I look back, I don't remember the stuff. I remember how happy my boys were when life was simple. That's what we're rebuilding. Not luxury, joy, not status, stillness, peace. If I could summarize everything in 2 words, having less. Because the more we own, the more we owe. The more we consume, the more we commit to the treadmill. And sometimes the only way to gain your life back is to stop buying into the one you're told to live.